Hello and welcome to this new version of Yak. That's version 0.10, and it's a pretty important one because there are three major improvements in the controls and a ton of new content. In fact, there is so much to show that I'm going to do two videos for this version, this one for the controls and a second one for the content. So let's start with the control. In order to make things more intuitive, I rewrote a good part of the way character sheets and pawns are used together. Again, the goal is to make things as simple as possible, so if I worked well, no explanation should be required. The general idea here is to ensure that we know exactly what we are displaying without having to think about it. So, as previously, when we click on a character sheet, it will cyclically select all the pawns attached to it. This worked as before. The new thing is that if we select nothing here, then nothing will be displayed on the character sheet panel. If we select a pawn without character sheet, then we will only see its individual properties like hit point, participation to the round, and initiative. Alright. If we select a pawn belonging to a character sheet, then we'll get everything, the character sheet and the individual pawn properties. If we select multiple pawns belonging to one character sheet, then we'll get the character sheet but no individual properties. And if we select multiple pawns belonging to different character sheets, then we get pretty much nothing. Okay, so again, the general idea is that if we select a pawn and we see some information, we can be sure that this information concerns our pawn. So this is one thing. The second thing is the way pawns are attached to character sheets. Previously, we had two buttons here to attach and detach pawns from character sheets, and I decided to suppress those buttons and to create two buttons in front of every character sheet. So this makes things really more simple, because all you have to do now is just select your pawns and click on the character sheet you want to assign them to. So for example, if I take the green guys and want to assign them to the red character sheet, I just select them and click plus, and it's done. The red character sheet contains everyone and the green one contains nobody. So if I want to assign everyone to the blue character sheet, I just click this, I just select them, click this button, and it's done, and the other character sheet have been automatically emptied. Okay, we can come back to the initial configuration by selecting the green and clicking on green, selecting the blue sorry, and clicking on the blue character sheet, and finally selecting the red and clicking on red here. And we are almost done, because we still have two yellow guys that belongs to the blue, so I'm going to select them and click the minus button here, and then we're back to blue on blue, green on green, red on red, and yellow on no one. So as you can see, this was very simple, very easy to do, and very fast, so much better than the previous versions, hopefully. So the final improvement concerns the way pawns are moved on water surface. In previous version, it was very difficult because it is impossible to display the cursor on the water, because transparent planes cannot display an object like the cursor. They are transparent, and the cursor is also a special object, so this is technically impossible in the Unreal Engine. So I had to find a workaround, and what I did is create a non-transparent plane just below the surface. So you will see it when right-clicking on the mouse. You can see that the color is slightly changing, and you can see the plane appearing just below the surface. This plane only appears when we need to see the cursor, and this is where you might notice some change in the water when you are moving pawns. But I think it's a very small price to pay for the comfort it brings, because as you can see now, it's very easy to move things on water. You now have access to a cursor, and you can move your pawns very precisely, as comfortably as on ground. Okay, so it works on pawn, on boats, obviously. It works on fishes and any creature, any pawn, and so on. So it's very easy to move your pawn exactly where you want it to be. and this works whether the pawn is on the surface underwater or above it, so if it's flying, okay, or below it. If it's underwater, you can move them. Okay, if they are well underwater, as you can see, when right-clicking, they will disappear under the opaque plane, but it's not really a problem. Okay, so again, a huge improvement in the comfort, and well, that's it. So thanks very much for watching this video. This is the end of the controls part, and see you in a few seconds, hopefully, for the content part of this new version. Thank you, bye.